When Michael Carrick brought Jonathan Woodgate into his coaching staff at Man United, there were raised eyebrows everywhere. Woodgate, a Leeds background, Real Madrid flop, injury-riddled career, not exactly the glamorous appointment some fans were hoping for. Even Roy Keane wasn't shy about questioning the staff setup. There was noise, doubt, and a bit of cynicism. But here's the thing. Since Carrick walked through the door following Ruben Amorim's exit, United have won 4 out of 5 in the league, kept 2 clean sheets, conceded just 5 goals and looked structurally tighter. And players, not pundits, are the ones speaking glowingly about Woodgate. And that's where this gets interesting. Let's start with the moment that says a lot about Woodgate. David Allo revealed that when Woodgate arrived, he started speaking Spanish in training, and Casemiro was stunned. Spanish? Now remember, Woodgate played for Real Madrid between 2004 and 2008. It didn't go well on the pitch. He had injuries and he had a debut own goal, a red card, and a nightmare smell. But he picked up the language, and in that matters. In a dressing room with Spanish-speaking players, instantly being able to communicate in their language does 2 things. Builds respect immediately and breaks down barriers. That's elite level dressing room management. Dalot said Woodgate can be serious, intense, but also funny at the right moments. That balance is key. He's not trying to be mates, he's trying to dominate. He's actually not trying to dominate the room, he's coaching. And the first week, Dalot said he was already giving really good insights to the backline. That's not PR talk, that's immediate tactical authority. Now let's get into the football. Under Carrick and Woodgate, the defensive line looks more compact. Centre-backs are winning more aerial duels and set-piece defending looks more coordinated. United shut down Erling Haaland in a clean sheet against Man City. That doesn't happen by accident. Reports say Woodgate has been doing individualized drills, taking Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez aside pre-match, running heading drills, making them jostle, compete, and fight for position, and rehearsing aerial duels repeatedly. This is old school defensive coaching, but modernized with detail. He's obsessive with positioning, body shape, timing of the jump, and when to attack the ball versus when to screen. And look at the outcomes. Fewer chaotic moments, clearer defensive triggers, and more coordinated pressing from the back. Carrick called it balance, and that's exactly what it looks like. Now here's where it gets even more important. Woodgate isn't just polishing with senior defenders. He's been working closely with Leny, Yoro and Ayden 2-on-1 drills. Technical sessions away from cameras and focus repetition. That's elite mental coaching. 2-on-1 defending is one of the most hardest scenarios for a young centre-back. It forces decision making under pressure, communication, angle management, and patience. If you master that, you're halfway to Premier League readiness. And this is where Woodgate's playing career becomes an asset. He was a top-level centre-back, played for England, played in Spain, faced elite forwards, and he understands spacing at the highest level. For Yoro especially, who is still 20, having someone who understands the elite-level defensive reading of the game is massive. For Heaven, it's exposure to detail most academy players don't get much until later. And this is where Carrick's broader staff structure matters. He's got Woodgate for defensive specialism, Johnny Evans for club DNA and positional intelligence, Steve Holland as assistant head coach, and Travis Binion linking academy pathways. That's not random, that's strategic layering. Woodgate and Evans were described by Carrick as 2 of the best centre-backs you could come across in the last 20 to 25 years. And that's high praise. And for young defenders, that's priceless mentorship. Let's zoom out. Ineos reportedly hesitated between Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Carrick, partly because of concerns about backroom structure. Carrick got the nod, and instead of flashy appointments, he built familiarity with expertise. Woodgate from his time at Middlesbrough, Evans for institutional knowledge, and coaches who challenge him and not yes man. Carrick described Woodgate as loyal, gets me, pushes me, and challenges me. That's critical. A manager needs internal friction, tactical debate, and honest feedback. And right now, United are 4th, 1 point clear of 5th in the Champions League conversation again, and if Carrick secures top 4, it becomes incredibly difficult to not make him permanent. And if that happens, you don't rip up a staff that's working. Woodgate has gone from why is he here to one of the key reasons the defense looks competent. The Spanish-speaking detail, the aerial drills, the mentoring of Yoro and Heaven, the tactical structure, the clean sheet against City, and it's all connected. Sometimes, the biggest moments aren't headline signings, they're low-profile appointments with high football IQ. Jonathan Woodgate might not have conquered Madrid as a player, but right now he's quietly reshaping Man United's defensive future.